Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Matwichuk, and I'm here to discuss today's intermittent reinforcement email message. At the heart of rational emotive behavior therapy is the concept of philosophical acceptance. We teach three forms of acceptance: unconditional self acceptance, unconditional other acceptance, and unconditional life acceptance. Achieving acceptance, the state where you come to terms with a loss or a misfortune, can be very difficult for people to achieve. That's why they show up in a psychologist's office. However, rational emotive behavior therapy can help you to do this in two different ways. The traditional way is to help you to identify the rigid and extreme attitudes that you hold about the misfortune you are facing. We show you that people tend to go from saying, I want this particular thing very much, to I have to have it, I need it, I can't have any pleasure in life without it. We show you how that particular idea can be challenged and made flexible. A flexible alternative attitude would be, I really want this thing. It's very important to me, but I see that I don't have to have it, that I can have some happiness in life despite it. When people adopt this alternative point of view, it makes it easier for them to accept things as they are. Now, acceptance doesn't mean resignation, or acceptance doesn't mean that you like the state of affairs that you're facing. But acceptance means that you acknowledge that all the conditions are in place for a particular adversity to exist, that you realize it's something that you can transcend, that it is something that is bad but not awful, and that you will try to do what you can to change it, but if you can't, you will move on. You will commit to moving on and see that your life still can have great meaning without the particular thing that you want. Now, we encourage people to rigorously challenge their rigid and extreme attitudes that block them from accepting what they can't change. This is the tried and true traditional approach. We encourage you to go over the need for whatever it is that you want daily and challenge that need and see that you really don't have to have what you want. But I've been given some thought as to another way that might help people come to accept conditions that they can't change. And that alternative way will not replace the traditional method, but it will add to it. I think that when people reflect about losses, misfortunes, failures, defeats that they experienced previously in life, and how initially they were very thrown by these losses and defeats, that initially they were very upset about them, that they really believed that they could not live without having the thing they wanted. When they think about those previous times in life, and how eventually they overcame that emotional disturbance, how they came to accept that loss, how they came to have happiness after it, and what they did or who helped them achieve that state of acceptance, I think it sets the stage for a person to move on in the present. In other words, reflecting about how you overcame adversity in the past may very well set the stage for confidence that you can come to accept and go beyond acceptance and have some happiness in life with the current adversity or misfortune that you're facing. So I would encourage you to read today's intermittent reinforcement email message and then have it at the ready for the next time you are unable to accept something that you are facing. You may even keep a running list of all the losses, failures, adversities, misfortunes that initially caused you great pain, and build those lists as new ones occur or new ones come to mind. Having a list that you can look at and use to inspire you to come to terms with present adversity may be a very useful adjunct to the traditional approach that REBT prescribes of identifying and challenging your rigid and extreme attitudes. So look at today's intermittent reinforcement email message, have it at the ready, study it, and more importantly, experiment with this type of reflection to add to the disputing you will do when you're not accepting something and disturbing yourself about it. I would also like to remind you that every Saturday I hold a Zoom conversation hour that's free to attend, where I discuss with a volunteer a particular misfortune or adversity and show them how to apply some of the healthy attitudes of REBT to their particular misfortune or adversity. This isn't a role play, it's a real conversation. And after 40 minutes, I take questions from the viewing audience. If you would like to attend this weekly demonstration, I would encourage you to write to me at rebtdoctor@gmail.com and request your link to attend. It's at 9 a.m. every Saturday, and we've been doing this now for almost 150 weeks, well before the pandemic started. There you go. Adversity happens all the time, but I've certainly put out other imperfect videos in the past, and why not another? So, as I was saying, we've been doing this for over 150 weeks. It's at 9 a.m. every Saturday, which is 2 p.m. in the UK, 4 p.m. in Bucharest, 6 o'clock in Karachi, Pakistan, 10 p.m. in Tokyo, and 10:30 in South Australia. We have a worldwide audience. People from all over the world volunteer. Usually it's about 100 people. And it's a great way to keep some of the healthy ideas of REBT fresh in your mind. So I encourage you to attend, and I look forward to seeing you.